In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a shadow behind your text right inside of Adobe Photoshop. So let's get into it. So once you're inside of Adobe Photoshop, you've got a brand new canvas created. We're first going to begin by creating some text. So we'll scroll down this bar on the left and we'll go to the T icon. That is the horizontal type tool. We'll select the horizontal type tool and we'll change the color of our font to whatever you want. And then we can just type out a word of your choice. So I've done Brooker, but it's a little bit too small. So I'm just going to go Command A. We'll increase the size of the font to around 50. And then we can just center that up in the middle of our composition. Now, from here, we want to copy and paste that. So we want two layers. We can do this one of two ways. We can either go Command C, Command V to copy and paste. Or alternatively, you can just go over to the panel on the right click on the text, and you can just select duplicate layer. Okay. And there we go. So we've got a copy of that text. Now from here, we're just going to move that text directly underneath. We'll hold Command and T. That's going to load up transform. Then we're just going to pull this top square down. And you basically want these to be the exact same height. So try and perfect that and then put that back underneath your original title. Now, from here, you want to change the color of this title to black. So we'll select the T icon, hover over this reflection shadow text, and we'll change the color to black. Press OK on that. That looks really awesome. Now, from here, we need to go ahead and we need to add some blur onto this. So we'll select that text layer. We'll go Filter, Blur, and then you can choose any one of these blurs. It's completely up to you. But I'm going to select Lens Blur. Press OK on this. And as you can see, it's just going to add a little bit of blur. If we go over to this tool on the right here, we go over to the slider, you can see we've got the radius. And this is essentially affecting how intense that blur is going to be. So if we have this on the left, then there's no blur whatsoever. That's at 0. Pull this all the way to the right to 100. Then you're basically almost completely removing that text because it's that blurred, it's almost disappeared. So you want to have that somewhere in the middle. So we'll go around 40% roughly. And that looks about right. You can also adjust the blade curvature, rotation, brightness, threshold, amounts. You can adjust all of these settings to your liking. But for now, we'll just leave it as it is. We'll press OK on this. And as you can see, we've got this sort of blurry effect happening underneath our title. So from here, we're just going to go into the eraser tool. Select the eraser tool, we'll go up into here and make sure the size is around 500. There you go, around 500. And then you want to make sure that your hardness is all the way down to 0%. Now we're just going to erase the bottom part of that shadow layer. So you just want to completely remove that part there. That looks really nice. Now, because we added that blur here, it's not quite lining up here. So you can just hold Command and T. We'll zoom in a touch and we'll just pull this over to the right so that it now lines back up again. And we'll press OK on this. So all we can do now from here is just to pull the opacity down just a little bit. Of course, if you have this at 100%, it's going to look really ugly. But if you pull this down to around 40%, then you're getting this really nice soft shadow effect happening. Now, if you wanted to angle this a little bit, add a little bit of a skew, then you just want to select the shadow layer. We'll go up to Edit. We'll go down to Transform and select Skew. Now you just want to go down to any one of these boxes and we can just pull this over to the right. We can pull this over to the left. We can pull this wherever you want this to go. And once you're happy with the look of that, we'll just lock that down. Now it's really important that the shadow is underneath this text layer. So you want to make sure that the shadow layer is underneath. So make sure that is underneath there. And there you go. That is how you create a really simple shadow on your text right inside of Adobe Photoshop. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate your support and I will see you in the next video. See you there.